Hey, it's Patrick here. I have Cheetah Wheel View, and yeah, welcome to the weekend preview on a Tuesday. So normally I do this new little thing here on Mondays, and I do it at 2 p.m. But yeah, last week I had to move it back to 4, and then this week I had to move it to back to 4 on a Tuesday, as yesterday saw me out and about to two different dentist offices as I thought I was going to be losing a tooth, and probably will be, but not yet. Woke up with some serious tooth action, and so I got bounced around to do two different dentists, and then strangely enough, today I woke up and my tooth wasn't quite nearly as bad. Hey, Crystal, how are you? Glad you're here. Glad you're here. So I know I'm normally not here. Normally I'd like to do this show on a Monday at around 2 o'clock, but like I was saying, I just didn't happen yesterday. I was out pretty much all day uh, at the dentist traveling. So, but we're here now because I definitely want to do definitely want to do the show, and so I'm glad you guys are here with me. And what's really cool about this, I guess the big thing in YouTube is now everybody has their community tabs. Everybody has your community tabs. That's amazing. That means you guys can get out there and promote yourselves even more than you always already do. Amazing. I'm glad you caught me too. Um, I'm always glad when people come on by. I'm grateful. Yeah, that means you too, Waffles. That means you could go ahead and you should already have your community tab, and there's no restrictions anymore. It used to be you have to have 500, or it used to be you had to have 1,000, and then they lowered it down to 500, and now they said screw it, everybody can do it, as they should have. Actually, tell you the truth, they should have used the community tab for everybody. It's a great tool, and it helps you to not only promote yourself, but it's also a great way to promote others as well. So that's a really good thing for everybody. So glad to see that, and I'm already seeing people already use it. So it is going to be yes, it's going to be. You should already have it. You should be already. Let me see if you already have it. If you don't have it today, you should be getting it really quick. Because everybody's getting it. Let's see if you got it, Crystal. You might have it and not realize it. Okay, not quite yet, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You are gonna get it. Um, I mean, you're gonna get up the old-fashioned way, because you'll be hitting 500 subs here in a minute, and but I have a feeling they'll catch you before that. And yeah, I mean, there's channels as small as 10 people on it, and they got a community tab. So um, that's going to be really fun. And like I said, I mean, you're going to get it anyway because you'll be hitting 500 here probably about, I would say, next week or so. So that's awesome. So we're here today because we're talking about what's going on with the show tonight, this week, on the channel this week, going on with what's on the channel. And so I definitely got to give my first shout out to my friends. I am Betty J. Gathers and Anthony from the Fever Dreamland Theater and the Cinema Squad. They came and helped me hold it down on the Midnight Society last week as we covered John Wick 3, and we absolutely had a blast. Fantastic, fun movie. Um, uh, yeah, it was a lot of fun. We didn't have. I mean, we had a lot more excitement for part 3 than part 2, but we all agreed that part 1 was definitely the cat's meow. Um, uh, oh, good. You guys need to connect, Michael. You and Crystal definitely need to connect. And then there's a warm song in here. Hi, how are you? So So that's my first shout out. We had we did the John Wick series and did very well with it. I was very happy with it, and I mean, it was a lot of fun. I didn't know what to expect um, when I did it. Because the Midnight Society is mostly aimed toward horror, but me and the Bat, Alucard, that we found out that people actually like us covering a little bit of more action movies as well. So we have been doing a little bit more action. So, but we are going back to horror this Sunday. I can tell you that right now because on the 23rd we are doing Terrifier. Now I'm not sure if I'm not sure if Al has seen Terrifier 2. If we're going to cover that at a later date, but I know definitely we're covering the first movie on next Sunday. That I know. Uh, that's going to be a lot of fun. I have never watched Art the Clown. Not seen Art, not yet. So, but I definitely will be seeing them now. Um, and from what I understand, the sequel to Terrifier is well worth the wait. Um, and so that's cool to know. I know Tubi. You can watch Tubi for free on our Terrifier for free on Tubi. If you want to get on the action, if you want to watch it with us or talk about it with us, you could watch the movie for free on Tubi, and then come back to Al's channel on Sunday the 23rd, and then we'll be talking about Terrifier. I remember that movie. I remember Abby. I definitely do. That came out around the same time. I want to say The Omen did, and Beyond the Door. I think there was a movie called Beyond the Green Door, Beyond the Door with Juliet Mills. I remember that. Yeah, I have to. You know what? That actually might be on Tubi too, Armstrong. Yeah, the Tubi is awesome for all the old scary movies. No doubt about that. Um, and that's the other thing too. I'll bring up to the on the channel preview is that last week I started my preview. I started my review series of another old series called Tucker's Witch that came out in 1982 and only ran for 13 episodes. But it starred Tim Matheson and it starred Catherine Hicks. So, all right, nice, good job, Waffles. Well, don't forget to do the usual thing, though. Once you jump on each other's bus, go ahead and drop comments and watch videos, so the connections stick. That part of YouTube has not changed. If you just click on each other's channel but don't do anything with it, they will come by and will take it away. So that's awesome. So yeah, I did a series already called A Man Called Hawk, which I saw when it came out on ABC back in 1989. And then after that, I was trying to figure out what to do, and then I put it up for a vote, like which series should we cover next, and Tucker's Witch was the winner, which is all right with me because I love Tucker's Witch, and I was going to do it anyway. So, um, that's it's a fun show. We can definitely see why Catherine Hicks was the cat's meow back in the 80s. Those of you may not remember her, although I think that you guys probably do know her, probably mostly from Child's Play. She did Child's Play, and yes, Tucker's Witch is a really cute show. It only lasted 13 episodes, just like Hawk did. And that's what's really cool about Tubi is they can put out these little short run series that normally wouldn't get the light of day, and they can air them out and introduce them to a whole new generation. The shows are not bad. Um, a lot of these shows are very good. They just were victims of ratings. It wasn't because they were bad shows. They didn't attract an audience right, a big enough audience right away. Uh, and I mentioned this before when I was talking about Hawk and with his ratings. If you took a lot of these shows, like A Man Called Hawk and Tucker's Witch, with the ratings that they had back then, and you put them here today with the same ratings, they would be major hits. They would be front page of People magazine. There would be people talking about them all the time. There'd be fan sites dedicated to them because they were seen by millions of people. In fact, they were seen by more people back then during their small run than most big hits are now. Like big TV network hits, they couldn't compete. The shows are getting like 3.2 or 3.6 million people per show. Now I know the pie's a lot bigger, and the slices are much thinner because there's so much going on. But still, put it in perspective. I mean, those shows were really good, but they just didn't get a chance to gain an audience. So Tucker Switch, I already did the first two episodes of it. I'll put the list down below in the description box, and you can check out the other things I've done. I did a documentary, and I also did a movie. So, and of course, Tubi Tuesday is brought to us by Art the Bat as well. I'm not sure who else is doing it. I'm not sure. I know he's doing it. I know I'm doing it. I'm enjoying it. I already know the next series that I'm doing after Tucker's Witch, which was going to be my second choice, but people voted for Tucker's Witch, so I said, okay, I'll do Tucker's Witch, and then I'll come back and do the one I wanted to do, and that's going to be the Malcolm McDowell version of Fantasy Island, which is fantastic. So that's what's going on here for as far as some Tubi Tuesday goes. As far as 8 questions goes, we have 3 shows this week, starting tonight at 8 p.m. We are interviewing Ken and Ashley Sledge from Sledgehammer Horror. Super nice couple. It's really fun to see couples do shows like this. There's something to be said about a husband and wife team doing YouTube. I dig it. I really do. I think it's sweet. And I sort of wish more people would do it. Tell you the truth, I do. I think when couples come out there and they have fun and you can see how comfortable they are with each other. It's really cool. So that's what they do. And they have a sensational channel. It's one of the bigger channels in the horror community for sure. They have over 3,000 subs. And their content is why they do. They're very good content creators. They have a lot of fun. They have a built-in series within the channel, over 300 episodes, over 300, and that is what was your first horror movie? So Ken will go and ask different people on different levels, whether it be movie stars or tubers or friends or however, we'll have to ask him how he chooses. But he sends them, he asks them to send him a video or they'll interview each other, and he'll ask them what was their first horror movie and what impression did it leave with them. So that's really fun. I think it's a really cool thing. I like it a lot. And so we'll be talking about that. Ken's also a football fan. So we're going to talk a little football a little bit, maybe just a tiny little bit. I mean, talk a little bit of football. He's a Lions fan, so I got to show him a little love, a little respect. Even though the Lions are not that good this year, but still. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Tomorrow we have Michael LeCastri will be here with us at 8 p.m. and he directed a film that you can see on Tubi. Called The Best Laid Plans. The Best Laid Plans is on Tubi. And it's a very cute comedy, about 85 minutes long. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it had a lot of heart. It did really well for the budget it had. Everybody gave it a really good effort. So we'll be talking to him tomorrow about his film and his career. Directing, screenwriting, acting, and he's going to be a really nice. He's going to be a very cool dude to talk to, I'm sure. And again, you can see his movie on Tubi. So, let's see. Is Tubi Tuesday open for new people? Hell yeah, Crystal, jump in on that. Both with both feet. You could jump on that all for sure. Oh, Tubi Tuesday is awesome. You could do it too. It only takes maybe like 10 minutes or so. You just watch a movie, you watch a show, and then you get on there and you crank it out. 10-15 minute review. It's awesome. And there's Anthony Chabot. Let's see, he's got 589 subs. Yep, Anthony is a big tuber on the way up to 600. Um, wow, you are on your way to 1,000, my friend. I do believe that you will catch me soon enough, sir. Yeah, Tubi Tuesday is a lot of fun. It's definitely one of the fun series, as is Dollar Tree Theater. Dollar Tree Theater is another really fun series as well. Um, and in fact, after the show tonight, I have to go down to watch my Dollar Tree Theater movie. I'm watching a movie called The Good Guys or The Bad Guys. I'm sorry, they're called The Bad Guys. It's the animation movie. I have no idea what's it about. You will, Michael. I mean, remember, yeah. I think it's gonna be easier now to get to easier now than when we first started out. And the thing about it is, oh, that's right. Anthony's a huge basketball fan, big basketball fan. Yep, I'm sure you are. Yeah, we'll get you out there. Hey, Echo. Echo Zero. Tomorrow night we'll be debuting the all new Echo side at 10 o'clock. Uh, uh, he'll be doing his own show. I know he's got it's him and Nanette in from the Entertainment Hideout. I don't know who his third host is going to be, but I do know that there will be three hosts. In the first show is tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. Echo side. The Bad Guys is funny. Okay, good, because that's what I'm watching tonight. I'm putting out my new selection for Dollar Tree Theater. So I'll show this now, but I'll put it down on my community tab. Well, but it's going to be rewatching the original Vacation. I'm going to be watching Brad Pitt Ad Astra, or we're going to be watching Robin Hood: The Rebellion. I'm not sure which was going to be picked. It's going to be those are the movies that you guys are going to vote on, and you guys are going to vote on those movies, or you can pick Cheetah's Choice. You can pick the Cheetah's Choice, and then the Cheetah's going to pick out a movie for us to watch. I don't know why, but I have a feeling that Robin Hood's going to win that. Hi, how are you, traveler? Glad you're here. I see it. We have a nice crowd here. That's very cool to see. I'm glad you're here, traveler, for sure. And then Thursday, the 20th of October, we have a rock and roll singer. It sort of sounds like Buckaroo Banzai a little bit. She has so many things that she's very talented at. She's a recording star. She's a rock singer. She's a published poet. She's an actress. She's a model. She can do everything all at once. And that's going to be, we're going to be talking to Constance Steele on Thursday at 8 o'clock. And looking forward to talking to her too, because she combines music with, music with movies and whatnot. But of course, anybody who does music is I guess get extra points for me because since I come from a musician background. So that's what's going on this week. November's coming up, and I still am fighting to fill the hole. Holidays are coming up, and that means it's getting. I remember this last year too. It gets a little harder to find guests because people are more busier. So that does happen. But I got the first week booked in November. And we're bringing back John Grande. Now, John just came on for the first time on in the Midnight Society, and we talked about 5 films that we each liked that you guys should know about. But I thought, you know what? Why not talk to John a little bit more in depth because he's a really cool dude and he's sharp. He's razor sharp. And so I said, you know what? You got to come back and do an interview. And so he agreed to do that. So on November 1st, on Tuesday, November 1st, he's going to be here, and we're going to do an interview. And then on Wednesday, November 2nd, we see the return of my friend Josh Hahn, actor Josh Hahn. Now, his story is amazing. Since the last time Josh has been on the show, he was one of the very first guests I've had on the show. He was like guest like within the first 10. And his life has changed so much between that interview and now. It made perfect sense to bring him back to talk to him about it. And I do believe you guys will really be amazed by this, by Josh and his amazing spirit. He has overcome so much, and he is kicking ass too. So we're going to be we're going to catch up with Josh on the November 2nd, and then on November 3rd we have our first three-peat guest coming back. This is the third time this person will be back on the show, and we're really glad to have her because she's always good for a great interview, and she's one of the sweetest human beings on the planet. She truly is. She's really nice, and she's sharp. She's really sharp too. And we're bringing back the lovely Christy Adams from Nightmare Toys. It's getting to be the holiday. There's a whole bunch of activity going on with Nightmare Toys in Vegas. So we're going to have Christy come back and talk to us about it on the 3rd of November. It's going to be a lot of fun. And as always, she'll be very entertaining to talk to. And so that's what's going on in the first week of November. I'm still working on some things in November, including talking to some possum rescuers. There's a couple of ladies that go around and they rescue possums, and we're going to be talking with them. We'll also be talking with director Kevin Van Hook. I'm just saying some of the names we got coming up. I just got to nail down dates. That's the only thing. So hopefully we'll get those down soon. Hopefully by next Monday, and then I'll tell you all about them next week. Okay. I do believe this is going to be a short run show. Normally I do this between 30 minutes to an hour. I might just do just 30. Let's see. What else can we talk about? On the 30th of October, of course, we have doubleheader. It looks like we will be going over to Ben from the Cadaver Club's channel for the IFC Midnights. We are covering the movie Hunter x Hunter with Devon Sawa and Nick Stahl, and it's gonna be a corker, that's for sure. Hunter x Hunter is it's definitely one of the best movies that IFC has released. It is a hard movie. I will not lie to you. If you watch the show, I hope you do. I hope you watch this movie. If you can find it on your streaming service, please find it and watch it, and then come to Cadaver Club's channel and join the conversation. Me and American Werewolf in New Jersey, Mike, David from David's Horror, Mary Wilson, and myself. We're all going to be there, and we're all going to be talking about Hunter x Hunter on the 30th. That will be at 6 p.m. Eastern time. But again, I definitely want to let people know too that this is a hard movie. I don't want people expecting to walk in there, and I don't want to ambush anybody. I'm going to be honest with you. This is a hard movie. It's a good movie, but it's a hard movie. Let's see. And then on the 30th for the Midnight Society, we will be talking all things Constantine on the 30th. John Constantine. We'll be talking all things about it for the 30th. I don't know what we're doing on November. I might be letting the bat take over the whole month. So I don't know if he has any plans or whatever, but I think I'm going to probably let him take over the whole month of November. he can he can he can book it, and I'm sure he'll be able to do that pretty easily. Hi Joshua, how are you? Um, yeah, just some. I definitely want to toss out some shout outs too. Of course, Hobbs Horror's got the spectacular going on, the Halloween spectacular, um, on his channel. Uh, you can go over there and enter his contest. There's over 20 people so far entered into it. Um, uh, yes, by all means, everybody connect with everybody. Um, but Hobbs Horror, I will drop this link. Let me go get it, and please consider doing the contest. It's a lot of fun. It won't take you very long to do it. It take you like 10 minutes to do it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Where's the spectacular? Okay. 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 So here's the link to Hobbs Horror. Oh. And that is where you can join this spectacular. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and you'll have a lot of fun doing it. And then on the 30th, I think he does the wheel. He's gonna do the wheel on the 30th. So that'll be a lot of fun. Um, of course, we had several people in the interview in the chat there who I've done interviews with. If you guys go over to my channel, you can find interviews with Harold Waffles. He was just on last week. Real Lady Electrician, Crystal. I interviewed her and Jamie. That is also on my channel. You can go over there and support that interview. And Anthony Shabbat was in here. We interviewed Anthony. He was a sensational interview as well. So I still have not interviewed Warp Strong uh, uh, or Mayhem or see who else is in here that I did not interview yet. But that means I just haven't got to you yet. So I will get to you. I do want to say thank you to everybody that comes out and support the channel. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. There's a speaking of right there, it's our good friend Sean Blue Digi from the Midnight Hour, and his Phillies are in the division championship. Congratulations to the Phillies. Hopefully, Yankees will make it there today. And there's Ricky from the old AF Reviewers. He is a connoisseur of fine beer. He likes his beer organic. So there you go. Echo still wants to know how you did it, how I got you to do that. I just tell him the truth. Uh, okay. Well, doing this talk has told me one thing. The more I talk, the more my tooth does hurt. So I guess I better be really careful about that. The vibrations in the mouth. No, it wasn't. It was the truth. Hopefully old AF reviewers will 3-0 Yankees. That's what I like to hear. That's right. Hopefully we can just nail the hopefully we can score like 10 runs today. That's really what I'd like to see. Uh let's see. Unfortunately, you're watching the Yankees right now, and Stanton just hit a dinger. Why is that unfortunately? That's good news. I mean, if the Phillies win the World Series, don't you want them to beat the best? I mean, come on now. Wow, that's cool. That's good news. I just hope they keep swinging. because Cleveland's going to come back. There's no quit about that. All right. Well, that's good news. So tonight, once again, tonight at 8 o'clock, I'll be back on with Ken and Ashley Sledge from Sledgehammer Horror, and we will be back at 8 o'clock. If you want, please hit the notification on the show, so you can be reminded that that we're doing the show at 8 o'clock. You can come out and hang out. Let's see. You hate the Yankees, of course. I don't know how how does a National League guy hate the Yankees? You're National League East. You should be hating the Mets, not the Yankees. Oh, brother. I don't get that. I truly don't. I mean, I can understand it if you're like a Boston fan and saying that, but you're a National Leaguer. Who cares? You want to play the best. Or are you just afraid it's going to be a repeat of 2009? Well, yeah, that could be. I mean, that would explain it. That would explain it. But no worries. Hi, Fluff. Hopefully Australia is warmer than we are. We are freezing back here. All right. 31 minutes. All right, boys and girls, let me get out of here. I will see you guys at 8 o'clock for Sledgehammer Horror. Hopefully you guys can make it. I really appreciate it if you would. If not, if the Yankees win, we'll be celebrating also at 8 o'clock. We'll be doing a big celebration if the Yankees win. They don't buy players. They haven't done that in a long time. We have not. That's old news. We have not done that. That's a myth. That. All right, guys. I will see you at 8 o'clock. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out for the weekend preview. I'm gonna go ahead and take some aspirin and rest up, and I'll see you guys at 8 o'clock. Peace.